Welcome to the Artist Academy podcast, a place where we focus on the business side of art to help you attract more customers, increase profits, and ultimately live a life of creativity and financial freedom. I'm your host, Andrea Earhart, and this week's episode is all about how you can create your can't say no to this offer. Now, what creates a good offer? I believe if you make a product that appeals to your audience enough to make them want to buy, then that is a good enough offer in itself. The product. You don't need to add any gimmicks if the product is selling. However, if the products aren't selling, then maybe adding some kind of element, like giving the buyer a reason to buy right now, is the push it needs to complete the sale. But really quick, so if you've been listening to this for a long time, you probably know the sound of my voice. It's a little raspy today because we are currently getting over a heavy-duty cold in our household. My beautiful 9-month-old bundle of joy brought home the cold from daycare, and it is spread around our house. And this is the first time we've all gotten sick, but we are on the mend. But you might hear a little bit of rasp in my voice, but the show must go on. Anyway, so maybe doubling up on a product and giving more of it is the added persuasion tactic that your customer needs. So maybe the price is a little bit too high for some people. You bring it down just a little bit, or maybe you have excess product and you are willing to give away 2 for 1 kind of a thing. You know, the idea of this episode came about with me watching my own spending habits take place lately. Let me give you a couple examples here. I'm currently in love with this food service company that I've been using. It's called Factor 75, and it is not sponsored, and I have no incentive to share this company with you. But what made me buy this product in the first place is what makes it relevant here. So my friend highly recommended it. So we had that word of mouth thing going on. But that wasn't enough to talk me into it, since I had already tried several meal delivery services in the past, and I wasn't amazed by them. I had tried the HelloFreshes. I had tried the Green Chef or Blue Chef or whatever, and I liked them to a certain extent, but not enough to just keep it going. Plus, I had to take time to cook it, which I liked sometimes. I don't know. I was just kind of over the whole meal delivery. But then no, she said, no, these come ready for you. And I was like, frozen meals, those sound terrible. I just wasn't convinced. Then she gave me her free box discount code. And I was sold because the product ended up being just a couple dollars per meal. And I was like, whatever. If I end up liking maybe half of them, I'm already up. So I was like, whatever, I'll just try it out. I loved it. This was probably 4 months ago when she gave me this free box code that she had because she loved it. And I tried it and I was amazed. I'd say, so there's 10 meals in the box. I'd say 8 of them were freaking delicious. And then 2 of them were good. And none of them I hated. None of them I thought were average. They were all good or amazing. I was like, whoa. So I have been a customer of the Factor 75 meals for a long time. I have a link. You can get my free discount link. I think that you get a certain percentage off with it. So I guess that is incentive to share it with you. However, they are not sponsored and I genuinely love them. They save me so much time. And if you haven't tried Factor 75, I highly recommend it. You can click my link and get whatever discount is attached to it. I need to add that because I'm a busy working mom. I don't want to cook all the time. They're actually good. And now that my son is eating solid food, I will warm one up and I'll give him some and I'll eat some and we eat it together. And it's just the cutest thing. I love it. But they taste so good and they're great. But okay, the main thing is what got me to buy. Because even though I had a great referral, I still wasn't going to do it. But I'm so glad I did. And thank gosh, they had that referral system discount code offer. Thank gosh. It's not just a sales gimmick. I am so happy that they had that because I would not have bought without that. And so maybe there's something in our art businesses that we can give away for little to no cost in order to get somebody as a customer to reel them in order to make a lot of money later. Because I spend about $100 every week on this meal delivery system, and it is so worth it. I just to be able to pop something in for 2 minutes and eat and just go for lunches or dinners. Love it. They even have breakfast. I have a couple friends. She showed me a picture of her fridge, and they're like lined with Factor meals because her and her boyfriend, they do it for breakfast and lunch and dinner. Anyway, thank gosh for those free boxes in the beginning to hook me in. So what could I create? And I started thinking in the past, this is what I've done in the past. I created a free downloadable holiday card with my art on it and happy holidays or something, or Merry Christmas and all that stuff in the middle of it. So I created this on Procreate on my iPad. I just had an empty page, a printable sized page, where on half of it, I put my art on there, copy paste from art that I'd already created. I just used a font that they already had on there that said, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever. I made like 5 of these. Different art, took about 2 hours because I was meticulously going through all the little bitty details on there. But once I had one set up how I liked, I just changed the font or changed the words around to say something different and put a different art on there. And I put them into a PDF, so simple, and said, hey, I'm giving out free holiday cards. Anybody who wants to sign up, just give me your email list here. On my website, automatically, they could download them automatically. I got them on my email list. That way I could sell them on all the products that I was putting off all holiday season. So when I had a new print release, when I was doing a birthday sale, when I was doing anything, they're on my email list, so I could just sell to them. And I made so much because I had a bunch of people join my email list because of that. There's also a bunch of different tactics to get people on your email list, but I thought this was really relatable because this is how I was sold on a different product. And I think this is a good idea on how you can sell somebody to get into your world off of social media, because it's really great to get a like and it's really great to get a compliment. And it's great to, have cheerleaders and friends and everybody saying, that's such a good idea. Yeah, do that. It is completely different to get somebody to take out their credit card. And I think it's easier to give a little bit of free stuff and get those emails. And even maybe if you're, or really just what you could do, because it really, the thing is to get people to get out their credit card. Maybe you're giving away these Christmas cards for $5, for $2, $1, something that gets them to pull out their credit card and say, yes, that is worth that, because there's no overhead for you, right? Like it's just 2 hours of making this thing in order to send it out again and again and again for free. Maybe you just get $3 or 1 for $5, 5 for 10, or whatever, however much time you want to spend on it, however fancy you want to make them. Send it out for very little cost. You want people to say, yes, I will definitely sign up for that, whether it's free, whether it's a few dollars, whatever. And you want to get those people on your email list in order to sell them later, or this could be something to where, let's make this relatable to mural customers. Maybe it's giving a little bit of time to do a custom mock-up for customers in order to get them to buy into what you're doing and actually sign on the big mural. I don't know. Really, the options are endless, but it's just the idea of what is your can't say no to this thing, and maybe it's free in order to get people to buy into you and to get a good customer service experience. Another item I bought lately that sparked this whole idea was a bamboo sleeper for my 9-month-old baby boy. Actually, I bought 5 sleepers because at first I said absolutely not to the price of one for $36. I know they're high quality, they're bamboo, and they have that amazing little zipper, not those stupid buttons that some people, I will literally never buy anything that has buttons on it. I hate buttoning up after I change his diaper every time, but zipper, yes, please. But also, it also has that amazing stretchy fabric that lasts for a long time, but I just couldn't get myself to spend $36 on one outfit that I know won't fit him a year from now. However, I went on their website anyway. The website is called Bums and Roses. I'll link to it. I have no referral code on this one. This is purely just an idea. But just to give you an exact reference to what I'm doing, Bums and Roses. I went there. I'm pretty sure I found them from an ad on Facebook. Like I buy a lot of things, but I signed up because they said, sign up on our email list and we'll send you something for free. And I said, okay, I had no idea what it was. No idea. But they were going to send me something for free. Yes, I want everything because the prints were adorable and I wanted this sleeper. I just didn't want to pay $36 for it. So they sent me an email that says, here's your free item. You've received buy 2, get 1 free of sleepers. And I was like, I see what you did there. You weren't lying when you said you were giving something for free, but I have to buy 2 things to get that free item. No, I'm not ready. Thank you for the offer, but that is not talking me into it. Okay. The next day I received a email from them that said 24-hour flash sale, buy 3, get 2 offer. Okay, you talked me into it. I was sold. I really wanted it. And that was just the tipping point to get me to buy it. They have so many cute prints. I love it. They're Halloween and they were just amazing. I loved it. And I was thinking, okay, that was the tipping point. That was my I can't say no to this offer that got me to buy. They gave me 5 for the price of 3. So buy 3, get 2. Yes. And that was the thing. So maybe giving away a little bit of something for free in this paid off in a way. Maybe we need to give a little bit more in order to get something. Maybe it's a surprise gift. Maybe it's buy 1, gift 1 to a friend. Now is the time. We're coming up on the 4th quarter. It's the time of giving. I did this in the past with mini prints. I would say buy 1 and then I'll send 1 to a friend for free. Buy 1 and I'll send 1 to, I don't know, whatever. It can go on and on. You just figure out what your can't say no to this thing would be, what you think your customer would want, not just what makes it a little enticing, what's something that makes it really enticing, that also makes it worth it for you in the long run. And I realize that art is not the same as other products. It's typically more expensive and has a lot more allure than buying something that you can eat or you can wear. But I think it's useful to look at the reasons why we buy other products and somewhat integrate that thinking into our art products. Also, after I bought those pajamas, I received an email telling me when my order was going to be shipped and thanking me for my purchase and inviting me to their Facebook group where they post their biggest discounts before anybody else sees them. So all 3 of those things were in this one email, and it was also written in such a cute, non-salesy way. I have to read it to you. I was so impressed. They said, shipping update for your first order. That was the subject. Said, hi, Andrea. I'm Sonia, one of the owners of Bums and Roses. I wanted to send you a quick note. By the way, yes, this is a real person and not a customer service robot. First off, thank you for placing an order with us. We're so happy to have you in the B&R fam. What can I say? You've got great taste, with a smiley face. And this is all written like non-robot-y. It's very like in their own words. There's capitalizations with the thank you. There's no period after you've got great taste. There's just a smiley face. Like it's written kind of, I don't know, not super professional, which I like. I like things that sound like a real person. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go back to reading it. It goes, anyways, your order should be shipped soon. Typically, we send it out within 3 or 4 business days. Please allow additional time during the holiday drops. In the meantime, are you already in our Bums and Roses VIP group on Facebook? Here's an invite link. Click to join. That's where we post our biggest discounts, sneak peeks, and new designs. And it's a private place to ask and answer questions with other moms. See you there. Sonia. I love that. Why aren't we all doing this? They thanked me. They gave me an update, and they also gave me a suggestion of where to go, where their biggest platform is. So with me, I would say follow me on Instagram. That's where I post an inside look on my stories into my art business. I'm most active there. Plus, if you want to send me a DM on Instagram, that's where you'll get the quickest response. That's what I would send. Why don't I send that? Why don't I have an email system that's placed out to send that automatically when somebody buys a print? I'll tell you why, because I don't really sell prints right now, but I do murals. But if I did sell prints or any kind of products, that email, it's so simple. There's just 3 little paragraph lines plus a little extra at the end. That's it. That's all you need. And I highly, highly encourage this. This is a great personal marketing tip. And they totally sold me. They promised me something for free. It wasn't actually for free, but it kind of was. They got me to buy via a salesy gimmick. They showed me they're a real person. And I've actually bought more from them this week. So I ordered that first order last week, and then they had a set that came out, and I ordered 2 more because I loved it. Because it came in, it fits them so cute. And I just love it so much. And so they have me for a customer. I'm probably going to buy Christmas prints from them because I like it so much. And from that, I decided that one of my can't say no to this offers that I'm going to sell this holiday season, which I wanted to sell last year, but I was very much in the baby mom mode. And so I never really got to it. But this year, I'm definitely doing this, is I'm creating a bundle offer of stocking stuffers, because people are always looking for stuff to put in kids' stocking or each other's stocking or whatever. I'm creating a bundle offer of 25 of my mini prints for $25. Because between me and you, I have so many left over from when I did my $7 print of the month club that there's just so many. I have various ones. And so I'm going to be wording it kind of, so I'm taking this line from Disney. You know how when Disney kind of like takes the movies out of the vault and they sell it as this like out of the vault release special edition type thing? That's what I'm going to be doing, because technically these prints and whatnot are kind of out of the vault. These are a story, like kind of like how Taylor Swift had the Eras tour and she just did all of her years of music and songs. This is kind of my journey of like from the vault, the eras of my artistic journey throughout the last 5 years. I've had the print of the month going for years, and they're all little mini prints of paintings that I've done throughout my art career in my recent years anyway, the last 5 years, the eras. And I'm going to release it from the vault of having 25 of those for $25. And this also came about because I bought a bundle course from this chick earlier this year. It was 24 courses for $24. And I said, heck yes, that sounds great. And I loved them. I loved them. And it showed little snippets of what they were about and all that stuff. And I ended up loving it. And I'm so glad that she had that salesy gimmick of doing that, because I learned so much from it. So think of it like that. Think of it as you're making somebody happy. You're not just making these sales lines out of nowhere. Like, your customer is going to appreciate whatever free item or whatever discount you're giving them. And hopefully you'll make more money on it later. But if not, it's still okay to give off something for not as big as price, because you know that you have your big priced items. I know I have my thousands of dollars of murals. I know that I have my original paintings. I have my big prints. But these mini prints are the ones that are just sitting there that I ordered way too much of at different times. And I want to get rid of them. I don't want them just sitting here. And so I'm getting rid of them for a fraction of the price of what they're worth. But I'm okay with it, because then I could use whoever buys those 25 for $25. I'm going to use that and sell to them when I have more prints available, when I start to paint on canvas more, which is not right now, but eventually I will. No rush, but eventually. Right now, I just have no time with having a baby and being booked up with murals and doing the academy. Painting on canvas is not really happening as much right now, but it will one day. And when that day comes, I'm going to drag out this email list again and say, hey guys, remember me? Or if you're wanting to get into window painting, say your pitch could be, when you're going around and pitching this to people in person, could say, this week only, I'm doing a $150 sale or discount or special offer. Okay, I like the word special offer better than discount. You use whatever you want, but I like the word special offer. I'm doing a special offer this week only, $150 to have your windows painted. Do something that takes you a few hours, half a day, not a full day, half a day, looks cute, nothing crazy, but getting them to say yes to something that doesn't cost a lot. You'll then have a window customer for a long time. So that introductory price this week only, you have to do it this week, Bring your paintbrushes with you today. Have to do it today. Whatever. Get people to say yes at a very low introductory price, because having that window painting customer, you're going to have them every year. Likely. There's a lot of window customers that I do their Christmas windows every single year. There's several that I've done in the past that they want it every holiday. And having that recurring customer, whatever you can do to get them in the door and get them to purchase that first time, do it. Because you can raise your rate. There's no rule that says you have to do it for $150 each time, come Christmas. So say you book the fall windows for $100. Great. You got in there. They love it. Okay. Say, it's an extra whatever to remove that, and then it's an extra this amount. I'll do $200 for your Christmas windows. Great. Next year rolls around. It's $250. Next year rolls around. It's $300. Price just goes up. That's just what happens. But if they like the quality and the product of it, they'll pay it. Just like I love those factory meals. I'm going to pay it every single week. I love it. I don't care. That bamboo pajamas quality is great. I ordered more. Great. As long as you have a good quality product, you show up at a good time, you do something they like, you're going to have a customer for life. So how can you get that customer? How can you get them to say yes to can't say no to this offer? Figure out what it is. And you don't need 5 of them. You just need 1. If you want to focus on murals, maybe try the free mockup or the window art thing for a really low cost at first. If you want to do prints, giving out a free download or giving away a free print, doing a print giveaway, I'm always a big proponent of that. And yeah, just figure out something. What's your one offer that you're going to give out? Or maybe it's not a discount at all. Maybe it's just creating a lot of FOMO and showing all the other people buying your art so that people think that they're missing out. Or maybe this is the year that you're like, I'm not going to discount my art, but I'm going to share it every single day, twice a day until people buy. You know how there's this trend going around on Reels or TikTok or whatever. It's like turning my canvas around until my art sells out every day. It's repetition, doing something every day, showing a different Christmas ornament every day until people buy all of your Christmas ornaments. Sometimes it's just repetition. Sometimes it's just discipline and getting yourself to do it over and over and over again. I don't know. It's different for everybody. So it's really hard for me to say what's going to work exactly for you. But if you have a good quality product and people aren't buying, maybe let's just connect the dots, either with a discount or repetition or something. Something's got to fit. And as soon as you find that fit, that thing, then it's just going to take off. So hopefully this sparks some ideas. Let me know if you have thought of any in our Artist Academy Facebook group. Actually, you can get there to go to the artistacademy.co. So you can go to artistacademy.co and you can go to our Facebook group and connect with us. And I'm going to be doing a post in there saying, hey, what is your offer this fourth quarter? What are you offering? And you can go in there and see other artists and what they're doing. So go to our Artist Academy Facebook group and you can go and get some more ideas rather than what I just told you. See what's actually working for other artists too. In our paid membership Facebook group, we talk about this a lot. What's working for you? Like what are you pricing? What's going on? And so I get a lot of my ideas and whatnot from there and share them on here. But if you want to just go in our free Facebook group, I'm going to start a discussion in there soon. And if you want to get some more ideas, we'd love to get your ideas and bounce them off of you and for you to see what's working for others. So yeah, this is all I had for this week. I will tune in next week to give more advice and do an interview and all the things around art business because we're entering the fourth quarter. And we are starting our fourth quarter success plan within the Artist Academy Advanced, the membership group, for $37 a month. You can up-level your art business this holiday season. I give you the exact emails that I use sending out to customers and the whole bit. You get my whole playbook, word for word. Just copy paste. It makes it a lot easier. And you get more support during the holiday season of how to make this art business thing happen and make the sales, because during the holiday season is the biggest time to acquire customers and make sales of any products that you have in your art business. This is just the tip of it. Creating an offer, it's selling to them. And what emails do you sell after? And how do you upsell? And just the whole thing. This is just the tip of it. But I hope that it sparks some ideas. And I'll see you next week on an episode of the Artist Academy podcast. Thanks for listening to another episode of the Artist Academy podcast. I've been putting out at least one episode per week for more than 4 years on this podcast, and it's really cool to see those download numbers go up and up as time goes on. And that's because artists like you listen and share these episodes. So really, when I say thank you, I mean it. It's really cool to see progress along the way. And anyway, if you like this type of art and business content, then I highly encourage you to get the audio version of my book, Mural Money, with over 15 hours of listening inspiration. I'm currently running a special of just $17 for the audio version. You can go to muralmoney.com to find it. And that comes with a bunch of extras like my art supply list, my pricing guide, recommended book and podcast list, and so much more. I filled that book with tips from my art journey of building a profitable mural career. Plus, I've included the best of the best advice from guests I've interviewed on this podcast. It's the most affordable all-in-one book of advice on art and business that I have. And if you enjoy listening to me here, then I know you'll like the book too, because I read it myself. All 15 hours of it. The book is available on Amazon and Audible normally for $25, but if you go to muralmoney.com, that is where you can grab the special $17 deal while it lasts. If you haven't listened to my book yet, this is your sign to do it. Again, normally $25. I'm running a special for $17, but you have to go to muralmoney.com. That's where you can grab the audio version of it. And that's all I have for you today. So I will see you next week for another episode of the Artist Academy podcast.